Hey y'all, hey. I've been working on this video for a couple of days. I started it the day before yesterday and got busy driving, and it just kind of slipped away from me. And then I started thinking about, okay, well, what else can I do? What else can I do to get this video going? And it's so crazy that, I'm talking about overcoming self-doubt. On this channel, I'm just pretty much trying to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? And the thing that comes to mind that I'm having so much self-doubt with is my trading. I would love to sit here and say that I got it all together. I've been trading now. Just a little backstory. I came across trading by happenstance. I was in a network marketing company called Four Corners, and they had a e-learning platform. Their product was ebooks, and one of the books that they had in there was talking about trading. So that's how trading began to kind of get into my spirit. At the time, I was with Four Corners for a while before I actually picked up the book and started reading it. And I was thinking to myself, well, Shonda, you're talking about $18 and 4 friends. That's all you need. I was thinking more along the lines of trying to get people paid. I didn't even look at the products. I was just thinking, shoot, it's $18. Who don't have $18? So, at some point, after I have said all of the $18 and 4 friends that I could possibly say, I finally decided to crack open the book. And now Four Corners is no longer a thing, but I do have all of the books. And that's where my trading journey started. And I started searching on YouTube about people who's trading. And the first person that I came across was Leo with what's the name of his Pip Society. So he was trading Forex. He was teaching how to look for the M's and the W's. And he was saying that, if you wait, be patient, for the third leg of, the second leg of the W or the second leg of the M, then you can't go wrong, because that's pretty much what the chart does. It creates M's and W's, which he was right. He could see it, and I could see it, but sometimes those legs are shorter than they supposed to be, or longer than they supposed to be, and they don't turn around right away. So I began to trade Forex, and lie to you not, I've spent over $25,000 trying to just make it. I ended up coming across a YouTube channel with Mr. Adnan, and he was talking about the 30-day chart, 30-day millionaire success. And he was actually trading options at the time. At the time, I was not trading options. I was not even the least bit of interested in trading options because I didn't know much about it. I didn't know anything about it. And the people that I was following, mostly Leo with Pip Society, he was not he did say something about, I think it was NASDAQ or something, not NASDAQ. I forgot what the other platform was. Start with an N. I can't think about it. But when, I posted up here. He did say something about it, but my mind was set on Forex at the time. And so I kind of got like this one-track mind type deal. If it's not what I'm thinking about at the time, I really like discredit everything else. Not discredit, but I don't give it the time of day. You know what I'm saying? So, so I went on, and then I came across somebody else who was following Leo. And that somebody else was Jeremy Cash. And he started trading, and it's just the way that he was teaching, made me feel like, okay, this is something that I can get behind, the way that he trades. And I kind of fell in love with his one candlestick method. So here I am going down the rabbit hole, looking on YouTube, following behind people and their different strategies, buying their courses and all this other good stuff, losing money. Can I say that? Losing money, just trying to get it, and Jeremy Cash had came across a trader by the name of Cousin Cash, and he was trading pocket options, and Quotex. He was using pocket options and Quotex, and that's when I started getting into, oh my God, you can make this much money in 15 seconds. At the time, it was 15 seconds, the least that you could do. So I started falling in love with that, but, I was doing good. I came across another trader trading Forex. And so the story that I'm trying to get to is this one right here. I came across another YouTuber who was trading Forex, and he was the king of Forex. You can look him up on YouTube. He was trading, and the way that he was trading made so much sense to me. He was using the 8 EMA, he was using the 20 EMA, the 50, and the 200. And he basically was saying, the candle, once the candle gets too far away from the moving averages, it want to pull back to the moving averages. So I'm like, okay, this is easy. I started winning. And I already had like a little group of friends that was on Telegram that was kind of following me from Four Corners. And they was like, okay, Shonda, I see you doing good. You getting it. You understanding it. Now explain it to us. So I still have that little group of friends from Four Corners that was still kind of hanging on even after Four Corners kind of went away. So I'm like, okay. So once I came across King of Forex, I was in another Telegram group and I was just kind of showing my results from the King of Forex strategy that I had started using. And from that, people, oh my God, it was kind of like overnight. My little 5 group Telegram group that I have grew to over 150 people overnight, because they seen how much I was making, and they wanted some of that action. So here's where the self-doubt started coming into play. Because now, if you've watched my other videos, you know I'm the type of person that I want to help everybody. So I let everybody come into my group, and everybody came up with the idea for me to trade for them. That put me on the spot. And even though everything in my body was saying, Shonda, don't do it. You don't want to go down that road. Don't do it. I did it. And I believe this was the turning point, the real turning point of putting me into depression. So this video is definitely talking about overcoming self-doubt. But this is the one thing, if I can really say, that out of my whole entire journey of trading, of trying to make it there, so that I can bring the little guys along. Not to say that you're little, but just to say that the people who's struggling, that's trying to make it out here in this world, just trying to show them that there is something better. So I know that I have to make it, but I'm trying to pull everybody along with me before I actually make it. You know what I'm saying? But in my mind, I know that I can do it, but I'm just trying to pull everybody along with me. So, excuse me. So, so here I am, knowing I should not be doing this. Here I am, and I say, you know what? All right, this is what we do. Since y'all want to trade, since y'all want me to trade for you guys, then we're gonna set it up like this. And I think I can't even remember at this point. You had to put in, I think, $100 or $200 in order for me to trade, and then for whatever $200 or so that you put in, when I get the account up to what it, to a good amount, then we will pay out according to that. I can't remember what I said, but so believe it or not, out of everybody that was in that group, over 150 people, some people was only doing, $100 or whatever the minimum was. I can't remember. But then some people was doing more, because they like, okay, well, I want a bigger piece of the pie. So they were saying, I want a bigger piece of the pie. So I'm like, okay, so believe it or not, we built that account So it was just one account that everybody was going to share out of. I was going to dispense the money to everyone. Once we got to, the plan was to complete the 30-day challenge from Mr. Adnan that I had found on YouTube. And at the end of that 30 days, you would make $81 million. You know what I'm saying? So everybody put in their money into the pot, and we grew that account up to like 100 and something $1,000. I think it was. And we started trading, and I allowed people to get into my head to say, why are you doing this and why are you doing that? And it started throwing me off my game, and I started losing. I'm talking about big time. And because I was listening to them instead of doing what I knew to do, I was listening to them, listening to the outside world. And I had a big loss. Then the group was like, well, you should let some of the other traders trade and try to win that back. No, me and my spirit, I knew that was the wrong thing to do. So, because I didn't have control of the situation if I let somebody else do it. So, I didn't want to do it, but I did it. I let 2 other people trade. The second person had another big loss. The third person had another loss. And I was like, okay, I'm stopping this here. And, people was upset, and my anxiety was definitely through the roof. But I stopped it. And I said, you know what? Before we lose all the money that's in this account, I'm going to pay you guys, everyone, back some money. It wasn't all the money. It was some money. And then I shut down. I shut down. Because at that point, self-doubt turned into depression, turned into anxiety, and I had a full-fledged panic attack. Because I knew that what my intentions was to help. But I allowed outside people to come into my mental space and take over. And, I still, if you guys are watching this and you know that you was a part of that group, I still feel like, please forgive me for not sticking up for myself during that time. That situation definitely had me at the lowest point when it comes to self-doubt. So on this YouTube channel, it's about getting over ourselves. And I'm taking this journey with you. I am using the help of Chat GPT to help us to overcome self-doubt. But that one event that that put me into the deepest, darkest place of self-doubt it could ever be. And so I became what you call a demo multi-millionaire. I have been scared to get into that live account since that event, because the self-doubt was just eating me up. Like, you're not gonna get it done. You're gonna continue to fail, so why even try to go into the demo account? You don't have no more money to put into a demo account to even get started. And I keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing it away. And I know that that's not the right thing to do. And so I have been in the demo account, and I still have the love of trading, and I still have the love of wanting to help other people, because it's so simple. And I know that the strategy that I have now have made me over $4 million in the demo account. So I am preparing myself to go into the live account and conquer that 30-day chart. I'm preparing myself. And I have the money set aside for it. And listen, trust me, I am not telling you to follow me with this trading or anything like that. I'm just putting myself out there because I have to overcome this self-doubt. And, you know, I'm pretty sure that I'm not the only one that have self-doubt. And if you are watching this video, this is me trying to be as vulnerable, as transparent as I possibly can be. I know that we can overcome self-doubt. I know that I've been in that demo account long enough for me to be a multi-millionaire right now trading. I know this. But what is it that's holding me back? What is it that's holding you back from doing what you want to do? Why is it that we continuously believe the negative things that we say in our head? We are our biggest critic. We are. So what is it? Why come we can't get over ourselves? Right? I talked about hurting people. I talked about it. The one biggest person that is hurting you right now is you. It's you. It's me. Can't nobody hurt me worse than I hurt myself. And it's only because we continue to believe the things that we say to ourselves. We are so unkind to ourselves. We believe the lies that we tell ourselves. Why? Why do we do that? I don't know. But what I do know is, I know that we are in some mess. And I also know that I don't like staying in the mess. So this is the reason why, along with you, I'm going to get out of that mess. We're going to listen to my boy Chad take us to how to overcome this stinking thinking that leads us into being a self-doubt doubting, pessimistic, undercover person that we just seem to believe. No more. Chad, tell us what to do.
Do you ever find yourself stuck in a loop of self-doubt? Maybe it's when you're about to speak up in a meeting, take on a new challenge, or even start a personal project. That voice in your head says, "What if I fail?" Or "What if I'm just not good enough?" It's exhausting, isn't it? Here's the truth. Self-doubt doesn't have to define you. In this video, I'm going to share 7 powerful strategies to help you overcome self-doubt. These are proven steps to break free from overthinking, stop second-guessing yourself, and start building the confidence to believe in your own abilities. If you've ever struggled with self-doubt, and let's face it, we all have, this is the video for you. Stick around until the end for a special Q&A segment where I'll answer the most common questions people ask about self-doubt and overthinking. Let's dive in. Hi everyone. Welcome back to Rocking with Shonda, your space for personal growth, motivation, and practical advice to help you unlock your potential. I'm Chad, Shonda's assistant. Thank you, Shonda, for that introduction and for sharing your personal struggles with today's topic. Today, we're tackling a topic that hits home for so many of us, self-doubt. Self-doubt can show up in so many ways. Hesitating to take on new opportunities, second-guessing your decisions, or constantly comparing yourself to others. It can feel like a weight, holding you back from living the life you truly deserve. But here's the thing, self-doubt is not permanent. It's a mindset, and like any mindset, it can be changed. Today, I'll share 7 steps to help you overcome self-doubt and start believing in yourself again. And don't forget to stick around for the people always asking segment at the end of the video. I'll answer your burning questions about why we doubt ourselves, why overthinking happens, and how to quiet that noisy brain of yours. Before we jump in, if you're ready to leave self-doubt behind and take your confidence to the next level, type "I'm ready" in the comments below and let's make this happen together. Before we get into the strategies, let me remind you, if you find this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and turn on the notification bell. It's a small action that helps us reach more people who need this message. And if you know someone who could use a little encouragement today, share this video with them. They'll thank you for it. Alright, now let's get into the 7 steps to overcome self-doubt. Tip 1. Identify your triggers. The first step in overcoming self-doubt is understanding why and when it happens. Ask yourself, when does that voice of self-doubt get the loudest? Is it during work presentations, social interactions, or when you're scrolling through social media? Take a moment to reflect on specific situations. For example, you might notice that self-doubt creeps in when you're around highly accomplished colleagues, or when you're comparing your progress to someone else's highlight reel on Instagram. Once you know your triggers, you can start preparing yourself to respond in healthier ways. Awareness is key. It's like turning the lights on in a dark room. Suddenly, those fears don't seem so overwhelming. Tip 2. Challenge your inner critic. That inner voice of doubt. It's often a bully with no basis in reality, but we tend to believe it without question. Here's what I want you to do. When a negative thought arises, challenge it. For example, if you're thinking, "I'm not smart enough for this job," ask yourself, what evidence do I have to support this? Chances are, you'll realize it's just a fear, not a fact. Then, Replace that thought with something empowering. Instead of, "I'll never get this right," say, "I'm learning, and I'll figure it out." This simple shift can help you rewrite the story you're telling yourself. Tip 3. Take action, even if it's small. Self-doubt often thrives on inaction. We think, "I'll wait until I'm 100% ready." But here's the truth. You'll never feel completely ready. Confidence isn't something you wait for. It's something you build by taking action. Start small. If you're afraid of speaking in public, practice by sharing your ideas in smaller groups. If you're hesitating to start a creative project, set a timer for 10 minutes and just begin. Every small step you take sends a message to your brain. "I can do this." And over time, those little wins add up to big confidence. Tip 4. Focus on your strengths and wins. Have you ever noticed how easy it is to dwell on your flaws, but so hard to recognize your strengths? Let's change that. Take a moment to write down 5 things you're good at, or 5 moments you're proud of. Maybe it's a project you aced, a time you supported a friend, or a skill you've worked hard to develop. Whenever self-doubt sneaks in, pull out that list and remind yourself of what you're capable of. Focusing on your strengths shifts your mindset from "I can't" to "I already have." Tip 5. Surround yourself with positive influences. The people you spend time with have a huge impact on your mindset. Are you surrounded by people who encourage you, or by people who make you feel small? If your circle isn't supportive, it's time to set boundaries. Seek out people who lift you up, mentors, friends, or even online communities that align with your goals. Remember, you don't have to do this alone. Surrounding yourself with positive energy can make a world of difference. Tip 6. Practice self-compassion. Let's face it, we're often our own worst critics. When you make a mistake, do you beat yourself up, or do you give yourself grace? Here's a challenge. The next time you catch yourself spiraling into self-doubt, pause and ask, "What would I say to a friend in this situation?" Then, say those same kind words to yourself. Self-compassion isn't about letting yourself off the hook. It's about recognizing that you're human, and that's okay. You're allowed to grow, learn, and make mistakes along the way. Tip 7. Visualize your success. Did you know that your brain can't always tell the difference between imagination and reality? That's why visualization is such a powerful tool. Every day, take a few minutes to close your eyes and imagine yourself succeeding. Picture the details, what you're doing, how you feel, and the outcome you're achieving. Visualization helps reprogram your mind to focus on possibilities instead of fears. The more vividly you can see your success, the more likely you are to believe in it. Now is the time for the people always asking section of the video where we answer some of your questions. How to stop self-doubt. You stop self-doubt by challenging it, replacing negative thoughts with positive ones, and taking action even when you don't feel ready. What is self-doubt a symptom of? Self-doubt often comes from fear of failure, rejection, or judgment. It can also stem from past experiences or perfectionism. What is the root cause of self-doubt? The root cause is often tied to how we interpret past failures or criticism. It's about unlearning those limiting beliefs. Why do I overthink and doubt myself? Overthinking comes from a need to control or predict outcomes. Learning to focus on the present can help reduce this. How do you shut your brain off from overthinking? Try mindfulness exercises, journaling, or even physical activities that redirect your focus. Is self-doubt a form of anxiety? Yes, self-doubt and anxiety are closely linked. Both involve fear and uncertainty about the future. Thank you so much for watching. If you found these tips helpful, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs encouragement today. Remember, self-doubt is just a story you tell yourself, and you have the power to rewrite it. Make sure to watch our latest video that you see on the screen here. Until next time, believe in yourself. You've got this. See you on the beaches of the world. Love you.